Ajay Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Ajay Kumar, tell me about Shanghai Cooperation Organization.
Shanghai Cooperation Organization, sir, it's established in 2001. Earlier, Shanghai five countries were comprised of. Then later on, with involvement of other Central Asian countries and recently India, Pakistan, it became Shanghai Cooperation Organization.
What are the mandate of this SCO?
So it's a regional organization which deals with uh, deals with economic cooperation, then in counter-terrorism cooperations, and also dealing with the regional issues, geopolitical regional issues.
How multinational exercises, naval exercises, air force exercises, or military exercises helps to build up international relationships?
So the multinational exercises, they bring the coordination among the forces, whether it's army, navy, or air force. For example, recently India is going to conduct the Quad Malabar exercise. So it will help India in establishing the communication links with these other three countries and learning new innovative measures to counter any external security threat or internal security threat. With regard to that, I think learning innovation ideas and improvising in new situations, it all help in these exercises.
Uh, right now, Malabar exercises is going on.
Yes, sir.
Tell me something about the Malabar naval exercises.
Sir, it is recently going to happen between the Quad countries named as India, Australia, USA, and Japan. It started in 1992 as a bilateral exercise between India and USA. Then, in between, Australia was included, then Australia left out. In 2015, Japan was included in the exercise, and now recently, Australia is also going to be the part of this exercise.
Tell me some of the social programs which are launched in left wing extremism area.
Sir, the social programs are as follows, like Niti Aayog's aspirational district program in few districts of LW region. Then there is a scheme by the tribal ministry, tribal ministry, and initiatives by TriFed to provide a market for minority forest produce to the tribal peoples, and building under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, there is development of physical infrastructure and also hospitals and different colleges for education also going to be built in these areas.
Ajay Kumar.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of this Ajay?
Sir, in English it means invincible, indomitable.
So you are indomitable.
Sir, in many situations I can resist the pressures and I can perform better.
Tell me any situation in your life where the pressure was highly paramount and you have handled that situation.
Yes, sir. Sir, I being a vice captain of my Indian college cricket team, it was the final against IIT Ropar at NIT Kurukshetra. We were defending a low total. That was I think one of the best pressure situation I encountered in my life.
Okay. So that was the only situation, and except that there was no situation.
No, sir. There are many situations like.
Ajay, can you tell me the guidelines during the COVID? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sir, first of all, sir, MHA guidelines.
Yeah, MHA guidelines.
Sir, we need to.
Which we have to keep in mind.
Yes, sir. Sir, we need to wear mask while going out, and after coming back home, and we have to wash our hands or sanitize that, and then if we are encountering any symptoms regarding the COVID, we have to go for checkup in nearby hospitals. Yes, sir. I think these are.
And distance we have to maintain.
Yes sir, yes sir, we have to keep the distance.
So what is that distance?
Sir, around 10 meter, I think. I have no idea about it.
No idea. Government has been specifically emphasizing over this that we have to maintain a social distance.
Yes sir, I but that social distance is required for.
You don't know that distance.
No sir, I'm not aware of that.
Why? The Delhi has been facing severe problem of the COVID-19 and you don't know what distance we have to maintain.
Sir, I'm not aware the exact distance, but I know I have to keep the distance from people.
That is 1 feet, 2 feet.
Yes.
Okay. Why the government of Delhi has failed in controlling the COVID-19 and number of cases are increasing?
So the cases are increasing day by day. I think it's, if we look into the matter, then it's failure of both government as well as the common citizen. Government initial phase with the help of central government try to bring that lockdown measures. Now later on, after opening of the after unlocking the lockdown started, then I think people were not aware of how much distance they measure, and they were reluctant to wear the mask and using sanitizer properly. And moreover, sir, the population density of Delhi is so high, so I think there are more chances of spreading the COVID. Government tried its best, but I think.
Okay. You have 3 states experience.
Yes.
One of Delhi, another in one UT of Delhi,
Yes sir.
Rajasthan and Punjab.
Yes sir.
What kind of security challenges you have noticed differently in the following the 3 states?
Yes. Sir, from geographical perspective, I think Rajasthan lies the border. Sir, with respect to country-wise or internal
Internal security.
internal security. Sir, Punjab, beginning from the Punjab lies in northern region of the India. So we have there different geographical features, like we have forest area as well as lies in the Golden Crescent region. So there is more drug trafficking in Punjab, and in case of Rajasthan, sir, it also nearby the border area. So I think drug trafficking and human trafficking is a major issue.
Why your first preference is CISF?
Sir, there in my eyes all services are equal, but my little bit inclination is towards CISF due to the diversity it provides, from serving at the airports to the mining areas which are at dangerous locations. For example, in Chhattisgarh, so it provides me a good opportunity to serve the country in different locations, and it also improve my capabilities and my transformation.
Okay, tell me the motto of all the paramilitary forces.
So beginning from CISF, its motto is protection and security. Then we have ITBP. Its motto is valor, steadfastness, and commitment. Then we have CRPF. Its motto is, sir, I don't remember, protection and something was there. Sir, I don't remember the exact, but SSB we have security, brotherhood, sir, I don't remember much.
Okay. Mr. Ajay, suppose you have been appointed
Yes, sir.
at the airport
Yes, sir.
and immediately a call comes to you that there is a major accident which has taken place. What would be your course of action while you would be on a field? Tell me the 5 steps, concrete steps which you will take.
Sir, first of all, I cross check the information whether it is correct or not. If it is correct, then I'll immediately inform my seniors and my staff available there to take measures. If it is in my premise, then I will definitely go there first and try to evacuate the civilians as much as possible. And yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose you are appointed, you have been working as an assistant commandant and you have noticed that two of your subordinates are fighting continuously over a religious issue,
Yes, sir.
what would be your steps to solve this problem?
Sir, I'll talk to them in private also. First of all, I'll talk to them in private and I'll make them understand that religious, I know it's a sentimental issue, but we are part of a force. We can't let these things to overcome us. And as a team, we have to stick to the brotherhood. So there is no conclusion in fighting with the other friend. I told them both of them. I told this to both of them. I'll try to convince them that there is no reason behind fighting over the religious issues. We are protecting the nation, not any particular religion.
Okay, then suppose that now you are married to a constable who is in CISF, and after some time you were selected as a AC in CISF. Some of the one of the inspector your is harassing your wife as a constable. What action will you take?
So on my part, I'll definitely register a complaint to the higher authorities, and they'll look into the matter. Or also, I'll talk to my wife and cross check that these things are verified or not. Matlab, is this happening or not? If she says yes, then she'll definitely. I'll ask her to definitely register complaint in CBOX, which is CBOX, and then and also to higher authorities.
High authorities. And suppose there is a lady officer
Yes,
who is senior to your wife and junior to you,
yes, sir.
and she is harassing your wife and denying your order.
Yes, sir.
Then what will you do?
So then I'll take the disciplinary action as per the rules guided by the ministry or.
And if she files a counter complaint against you that you are sexually harassing her.
Sir, I'm adamant on that. If I am correct on doing my duties, then I have to no worry about that. I'll definitely take the measures of disciplinary action if it's not following my orders.
Okay. And tell me which organization is more relevant to India, BRICS or SCO?
Sir, I think both are relevant to India. If we go by the national interest perspective, then both organizations serves our national interest. If we talk about SCO, it is a more of Asian or regional organization. We have access to Central Asian countries which are rich of resources. So in that way, or also it has a RATS organization which is work as a counter terror operations. So we can learn from them. And in case of BRICS, it is more of a multi-regional organization. We have Brazil from South America, we have South Africa from African region, we have India and China from Asian region, and Russia from Eurasian region. And BRICS is a more of emerging economies organization, which definitely comprising a market of around 17% of world GDP and more than 50% of world population. So it will definitely give us a better opportunity in economic aspect as well as economic aspect as well as in other areas of cooperation.
So right now there is a change in the leadership of USA.
Yes, sir.
And how this will affect India's interest?
Sir, moreover, the USA-India relations are based on some foundation principles. And if we see the current relation in the backdrop of China, then definitely USA and India will again convert, their interests will converge, and there is no significant change in the position of USA with regard to India. Moreover, sir, Joe Biden is more liberal in approach as compared to Mr. Trump. Mr. Joe Biden more liberal too as compared to Mr. Trump. He'll definitely he already said that he'll look into the H-1B visa matter and liberalize it for Indians, and also yes, sir, I can recall this.
And what is the issue of H-1B visa?
Sir, the former president Mr. Trump he reduced the number of H-1 visas coming to.
How this policy
Sir, more of India is a service sector oriented country, or service sector contribute a lot in our GDP, around more than 50% it contributes, and H1 visa directly related to the service sector. So definitely our interest will hamper if H1 visas are reduced in number.
Okay, tell me some of the operation and programs which were launched in COVID-19 era.
Sir, Atmanirbhar Bharat, the biggest program which government introduced for the revamping of our Indian economy suffering from the COVID-19. And then, sir, various states took the lockdown measures.
I'm asking about the central government.
Sir, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and then recently government passed 3 agriculture bills, and in between we witnessed the expansionist China at border. So our Indian government
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Jain,
yes,
is the Khalistan issue was the real or it was a myth or some kind of narrative?
so it's I think real issue with a propagation of myth also, like to establish as a narrative. We have witnessed the in 1984 the Operation Blue Star, which is revolved around the Khalistani terrorist occupying the Akal Takht or the Harminder Sahib Gurdwara in Amritsar, and moreover Pakistan is also trying to capture the anti-Indian sentiments in Punjab and motivating or promoting the Khalistan movement, separatist movement in Punjab.
Suppose that issue arises again, what will you do?
Sir, Operation Blue Star.
No, that Khalistan issue again arises in our country, then what will you do?
Sir, we definitely de-radicalize the most important. The youth is a key factor in this. So we'll try to de-radicalize the youth so that they do not come under the influence of the Pakistani ISI and other terror outfits in Pakistan, which are trying to.
Most of the youth have been addicted of the drugs. So how will you do radicalize this? Potentially use them.
Sir, governments and are trying to with multi-pronged approach. Also at border, the security is tightened and electronic fencing also taking place to avoid the drug trafficking, as well as the rehabilitation center also established in states, so to take advantage of that.
What are the state actors and what are the non-state actors? Explain with some kind of example.
So state is, for example, a government entity which serves the common interest of the people of the country, having a territorial integrity, sovereignty, etc. Whereas non-state actors, they are following any religious or ethnic ideology and trying to impose fear in common people by act of violence. For example, the Taliban, the Al-Qaeda in Pakistan.
Can you explain about the terrorism?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
So terrorism is based on certain ideologies which try to instill fear in people by act of violence.
How many kinds of terrorist activities are there? Broadly, in how many ways you can divide the terrorism?
So at international level, I think they divide terrorists into 2 types: good terrorist and bad terrorist.
Okay, who are the good terrorists?
Sir, I think they those who suffer those who do favor of the national interest of certain countries.
Where you have read all these?
Sir, on the internet.
On the internet. Good terrorists.
How terrorism is good for India?
No, sir, I'm not saying about India.
Then who are terrorists?
Sir,
Define terrorist.
Sir, terrorists who instill fear in the minds of common people by act of violence.
And terrorism, there are good terrorists.
Sir, I'm saying for according to specific country. For example, Taliban and Al-Qaeda work in the favor of Pakistan. So they are good terrorists for them. Our policy is straightforward, sir. We cannot differ
Tell
between.
me the urban Naxalism. Tell me something about the urban Naxalism. Who are they? What they have been doing?
Sir, urban Naxalism is they are centered in the urban areas, providing the ideological avenues to the Naxals which are located in far reach areas, for example in LWE region in India. They are supporting them ideological base plus economic avenues also, and they also instilling that ideology in common people residing in those areas.
Can you tell me some urban Naxalists name which were named by the government, that these are the people and they are known for such kind of activities?
So I think the matter is still sub judice, so
Okay, so there is no name.
sir, I don't remember any name right now.
Okay. Thank you. Really awesome.
Thank you, sir.